I can't tell because again, one thing I do is I will take this part and that might form that part there, and then I'll find it's like missing about that much of a picture, and then I might take some of that purple and add the purple along the bottom, and then if there's any more gaps, maybe I'll take a bit of this and throw that in as well. When I have the background colours established, the way that I like to work is I like to keep the colours what we call limited. So now that if you were to hang out at sunrise or sunset, the colours around you would change according to the way that the colour in the sky changes. So there's less light, so things become darker. So even though this is water, and our tendency often is, oh, paint water, water's always blue, grass is always green. But the fact is, as light changes, the colour of objects change as well. So I use that idea to change the colours around in the landscape as well. So you might notice that these characters here have slightly yellow faces, and it's not because they're Simpsons, it's because the light is affecting skin tone. So, and you might notice this next time you're around at different times of day. You might notice that objects change their colour. Like mountains, we think that mountains, generally if they're covered in grass or trees or forests, so people who are doing poi and performing on stage, and that meant that the positions were accurate. Like it's like this is how people really hold their hands, this is how they really stand with their hands on hips and things like that. So research is really important if you want it to feel like it comes from a real place. Yeah, authentic. So this diary, I scribble all kinds of things in here, so it's got that stuff in here. I think there's some stuff that didn't get used. Like I don't think this character got used. This one here is sort of leaping across the page. But that's alright, I think I'm probably going to do another book, so it's like, okay. It'll probably make an appearance somewhere else. And a piece of, I don't know, maybe tracing paper of some kind. So, I heard someone saying before that they noticed that the paint was bleeding together. That's right. Maybe over here. So you can do what's with watercolors. You can do what's called like a dry technique, where you just dip your paint brush in the paint and just start working straight away. Or you can wet the paper beforehand, and this is called wet on wet. So you'll notice that all I've done there is wet the paper a bit. If I get another brush, see if I've got some other brushes here. I did have some. There they go. You'll notice that these brushes are all quite soft. This one's losing its shape a bit, which is a bit of a problem. To look after these brushes, what you're supposed to do is you clean them afterwards, and you put a bit of washing up liquid on the end, and then you just try and pull it back into its shape so it keeps its shape. Otherwise, eventually they'll go like that, and then they're not much use. So you can see I haven't looked after this one very well. So someone suggested a colour to use.
Blue.
Blue. All right.
Purple. Red. Green.
Okay.
Orange.
So I'm going to, I don't know if you can see this, I'm dipping the this brush onto the this thing here. You can take paint